G'day! In today's video I've got a Dell Inspiron with the model number P185G, and what I want to do with this is take the screen out. It don't support full 360 folding, so I won't quite do that. I have had it heating up on my heat pad here at 65 degrees Celsius, this blue heat pad, which is basically going to cook the LCD, but being this LCD is cracked and I'm replacing it with this brand new one, which do be aware that this one has a slightly different pin configuration on here, and it also is 1920 by 1200, so not 1920 by 1080, which you're used to most of the displays being. So to begin with, I want to take the trim off this laptop. I'm just going to pry it, hopefully just under here, and then lift it up, trying to tilt it outwards. Then the screen is currently scratched. Come on, there we go. That's what I want. So I just want to lift it up just enough that I can get started. There we go. Then I want to get my pry tool in. Hopefully start from the inside going out. There we go. The reason for the heat is that it makes the adhesive slightly tacky, which in turn makes it slightly easier to get off. This section over here is going to be a little bit harder. It does need a double-sided tape mainly holding it. As you can see, it's leaving the tape everywhere, so I'm probably going to have to re-tape it, which is disappointing, but that's the way that it is sometimes. Okay, keep going down around here. Hoping I don't have to remove the screen, remove the top LCD cover. Bingo. Looking like we don't. Do take note of this though. That is the privacy slider up the top. So I'll put that up here, away from the heat. Okay, I'll move my trim out of the way. Now hopefully there's some pull tabs on here. With that combined with the heat, bingo. Now these are always, I find, usually absolutely crap, but in this instance, it's going alright. Okay, I'll do a similar thing over this side. Pull tab down the bottom here. Pull it parallel with it, so I'm pulling it underneath the laptop. So I'm pulling it that way. Try and keep it as flat as possible, don't try and change the angle too much. Go from there, fold down, bingo. Now take this out. Next up is disconnecting the screen. Now this machine is also powered off. Press and hold the power button to kill it. Hope that doesn't have any flip to open, flip to power options, as if it does turn on while you're swapping the LCD, you can potentially fry the backlight circuit and have it never display on a screen once more. So there is that risk. Okay, that's disconnected. Now, slide this connector on. There we go. Pull over. Pull the latch over the top. Go. Push down. Bingo. Now, it's one dilemma I've just encountered. The LCD connector is in a slightly different spot compared to what I've got. So I will need a different screen. Bugger. So now I've got the right screen, which is an N140JCA-EL, and this particular one, LCD connector fits in the right spot, the resolution is right, so far so good. Now I do want to put these tabs here and on here, well, not tabs, double-sided tape is what I should be calling them, as that is their technical term. this. Go. Now I'm making sure it is going down at the bottom here. It doesn't work as a pull tab, but at least gives you some form of leverage if you do need to get the screen back out at a later stage. May not be the right stuff, it might not stretch and break, but at least it'll give you something to pry. I'll run the strip over here as well. Go. There and there. Take this off. Now this panel feels very fragile, being that it is frameless. So be extremely delicate getting it in. I do like to tend to push it up to the top corners, up here, and then fold it back down and just kind of let it lay where it's going to lay. Don't really want to force it too much. I'm just loosely pressing down just so it kind of sticks. Now after this I want to stick these down here. Yeah, they're definitely acting like dags. Okay, I'll fold this out of the way just for a minute, and I'll press the power button. See what happens. We are displaying and we're looking good. Fold it up due to privacy reasons. We're off. Fold it back down. Now this is where it's going to get tricky, because this seemed to have double-sided tape all around the outside of it, which means it mostly sticks down. So I'm going to try and straighten some of this out. Stretch it. There we go. Some of it, that's the top bit done. At least that's something. Strip runs down here, strip runs across the bottom. I'm going to focus on along the bottom here. What have I got that might be long enough? Oop. Now all the rolls of tape I've got are too thin. So I'm going to have to use some pre-cut strips of double-sided tape. Might be able to get away with using two. Work on the outside first. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Take that off. This one off too. Go. I should be able to fold it over. Push it down here. Hopefully, and start clicking into position. I forgot about one little thing. During the time of getting it, time of doing it, the little privacy screen up here. Now I've just got a slightly more difficult task of getting this back out. There we go. Now I best go find that. Bingo. Now, I'm not too sure where this is going to sit. Presumably in the right spot. That's sliding across just now, so I'm content with that. Now if I fold this shut, should be able to see what else needs to be clicked into place, and I want to look at the bottom down here to make sure that this is all clicked in. There we go. Click, click, fold, power button again. What are we going to do? there you go. So, whoop, battery is low, that's fine. Now I do want to run across here, that bit isn't clipped in, nor was the tape quite right. There we go. I'll turn it off from here. And that's one Acer Aspire P185G screen replacement. Hope that helps, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.